Hello, I hope you're well. I have so many books to share with you today. So I went to a charity shop and they had 2 books for £1, which is like unheard of these days to get that good a deal. So I got a whole bag of books. I then got some books from a free library and then I bought some books new. So I'm just going to get straight into it. The books that I got from the charity shop are like the weirdest collection of books. You know, when you go into a bookshop and you really have time to look, you're not in a rush to go anywhere else. You can really look at all the titles. That was me. So I feel like I could really pick out some great gems and there were so many good choices. So I'm going to get straight into it. First up is a book I've never heard of. This is by Alison Lurie and this is called The Nowhere City, and it's about a very normal couple. The man works in a university and they live in New England. They then move to California and it completely changes their viewpoint on their marriage for some reason. Based on the people around them, it also talks about like dazzling LA, and it's both perspectives you get of how it's changed their relationship. The cover is like a woman peeping Tom on a couple. It looks very bizarre, but I just thought, oh, sounds interesting. This one isn't one I'd normally pick up, but it gave me really Madeline vibes, just with the illustrations on the front, just very like quaint vibes. This is Karen Quinn, The Ivy Chronicles. A woman, she's married, she has a really plush apartment, she has a top job, and she loses it all in one afternoon. And then she has to go and work at a private school. And it's about the parents, the pushy parents, the parental politics. And then I'm guessing she's going to be rebuilding her life all within that. I just thought like it sounded quite an interesting read. I don't think I've read a book like that at all either with that premise. So I thought it sounded interesting. This one I don't know a lot about, but I have seen this in charity shops a lot. This is Exciting Times by Naos Doland. I'm reading the description on the back. I still don't know what it's about, to be honest with you. A girl leaves Ireland to make her own money. It's a badly paid job in Hong Kong. And then there's like different people she meets. I have no idea, but sounded interesting. I swear I've seen this cover everywhere, so I just thought I would pick it up. As it was 2 for £1, I was like, I'll definitely give that a read. This is one that I have seen the play of, but I haven't actually read the play form, and I love reading plays. This is Willie Russell's Blood Brothers, and I cannot tell you how many times a day that When I Was Marilyn Monroe plays in my head. So this Blood Brothers, obviously, this is the play. It's a famous play, a musical, really, isn't it? Well, in there's a song where she's talking about like, I was gorgeous, I looked a bit like Marilyn Monroe, I met this man, he took me dancing, and we went dancing, like that. And then he gets her pregnant, and then the dancing stops. It's like a sad song, but I just love that song. It just always plays in my head, and we went dancing, like the beginning bit. Once I had a husband, you know, the sort of chap. I just love it. I don't know what it is about that song, but this is obviously the play Blood Brothers. I think I saw it at school or something, the musical version of it, but I've never read the actual play of it. I really like this cover for some reason, just that it's just like a splatter of blood and that's it. If you don't know what it's about this woman. Does she have 2 kids and she kind of gives one away, keeps the other? One's raised rich, one's raised with her poor, and then they're gonna meet. I won't spoil it, but then their lives are gonna like clash into each other somehow. I really did like the musical a lot, so I'm interested for that. Oh, this one I really don't know anything about, but I was like, I have to get this because I've heard this book said so many times. So this is Gabriel Garcia Marquez, 100 Years of Solitude. Once again, I still don't know what it's about because on the back it just has reviews. And so, you know, sometimes it has the book synopsis in it. Well, it doesn't. It just has a load of other reviews within it. I loved the cover. It's almost like an angel. Can you see at the top? Like someone's an angel. Just like it's an old Penguin orange spine book. And yeah, I'm interested. If you've read this, can you please tell me what it's about? I don't know, but I've heard this book and it's always on those like 100 books to read before you die kind of thing. So I was like, oh, I'll have to get that. This one, right, bear with me, because the person I was with was like, oh, because I think they thought it was like a romance-y kind of thing. That's not normally my genre. And I was like, oh, it's crime. They were like, what? From that cover? So this is the cover. So they have a picture of the author on the back, which I always love when they have these like misty pictures of the authors on the back. So this is Victoria Holt, The Judas Kiss. And it does look very romancy. So you would think like, oh, fairy tale, romance, that's normally not my genre at all. Pippa was determined to discover the truth when she learned that her beautiful sister Francine had been murdered and was the centre of a scandal. So she goes off to this place. Her sister had been living happily ever after, and they have unconventional parents. And then she goes off to find out, like, what happened to my beautiful stunner of a sister? I'm going to find out the truth. This isn't like a 1970s version. I just love it. I think it's gorgeous. Look at that. And then it's got a shadow of another couple there, and then like a fairy tale castle. Very not what I was expecting, but I just need to get into this. I need to read that. So that's all the books I got. Oh no, I got another one from the charity shop, this old children's book, and it's called The Magic Wallpaper by Frank Francis, and I just thought that was really cute. I'll show you the like beginning page. The end pages are absolutely stunning. This book came out in the 1970s, and I really like collecting old vintage books for my boys. Look at that. Oh my god, can you see it? Stunning. I then, on a separate day, went into an old phone box. I'll put the clips in. So in England, we have these really iconic red phone box because people obviously didn't have landlines, let alone mobile phones. And so they're not really in use anymore. And so a lot of them have been converted into free libraries where you can get free books out of it. You take a book out, put a book in, kind of thing. So it's great if you want to like unhaul your books because you can put it in there and get some free ones as well. And in this one, they had jigsaw sets, roller skates, like loads of stuff people didn't want. And I managed to get 2 books for my sons. I got this one, Where's Spot? Really good condition. It's Lift the Flaps, really nice book. And then this book, which I thought was gorgeous, which is Richard Scarry's Busy Busy Farm. And his books started coming out in 1968, I was looking up. And I have never read any of these books before or heard about them at all, but they're like really iconic old, I'm guessing American books. Then I did order some books online for myself. There were 3 that I really have wanted. They were not random buys at all. So the first one is Ghost World by Daniel Close. If you follow me on Instagram, I'll link it down below. I always update my reading and like random things about my life down on my Instagram, so I'll link it down below. I read this maybe 2016, so 10 years ago now. I got it out of the library. I actually did a video review on this channel of it that's only 5 minutes long, and it's about 2 girls who are at the end of adolescence. So the end of teenagehood, going into choosing where they're going to go off to college, entering adulthood. And at the beginning, they're absolutely inseparable, and they're really odd girls, like odd, quirky girls. If you like Daria, then you'll like their kind of humour within this. It's all illustrated in green and black. And then by the end, they're obviously setting up their lives, what they're going to go on to do, work or college or whatever. And it's such a bittersweet read. I've already reread it. Loved it. Absolutely loved it on the reread, but I felt it a lot deeper on the reread, maybe because I'm a little bit older, I don't know, but I just find it more interesting on the reread. I then have Han Can's The White Book. I read from Han Can The Vegetarian, and last year I read from her Greek lessons. Absolutely loved both. So I thought I would try this. This is a meditation on the colour white. I don't really know much more about it than that. Really odd cover. It's like a baby's face with like this puzzle over the top, which I'm guessing when I read it, it's going to like make sense, but I love everything I've read from her. And then last but not least, I got a book that I have never read, but the film of it is coming out on the 17th of February. So this is Emily Bronte's Wuthering Heights. I have never read Wuthering Heights, but I've also never seen any adaptation of it. No TV adaptation, nothing. So I don't know what it's about. From the Brontes, I have read Jane Eyre, and I really liked Jane Eyre. That's Charlotte Bronte. And then from that, I went on to read Rebecca, which is like Jane Eyre modernised. Wide Saragossa Sea, which again is another modernisation of Jane Eyre. And then there was a really great graphic novel, and it was called Jane the Fox and Me. And it's about a little girl being bullied, and she really likes the story of Jane Eyre. So she's kind of Jane Eyre is being played out in the book alongside this girl's bullying story in it. Really great. Like, love that. I actually unhauled that graphic novel. I gave it to a charity shop, and I deeply regret it. But I was moving house. Like, I think I was just like, I was heavily pregnant. I was moving house. I was like, I just need to shed everything I own. So Emily Bronte, give her a go. Wuthering Heights. I really want to see the so Emma Fennell, who's like an English director, she's done the Wuthering Heights film, hasn't she, with Margot Robbie? I really want to see that film, but I do want to read that first. But Great Expectations is really taking up my life. To be not Great Expectations, oh my god, I wish it was. I've read Great Expectations, I loved that. So I thought, oh, I'll read The Old Curiosity Shop. I'm enjoying it. And I love kind of the Dickens, like, detail of everything and the world building, but it's going on a bit. We're getting to page 500 and I'm like, oh, like, how is it not done? How is it not wrapped up? I'm actually giving myself a sore throat, like shouting like that. I'm going to have a bit of my drink. I had this to like have during my like thing. I was like, oh, I'll come in here, have my iced tea. No, I've been whittling on way too much. But this is Lipton's lemon iced tea in a can. Oh, I've spilt it everywhere. Look, it's dripping. Tell me what your favourite thing is to drink, but when you're having like a real treat yourself moment, like obviously Diet Coke all the time, love. But when you're like, I really want like a great drink, mine is Lipton's iced tea, or, which I can never get anywhere, Schweppes cream soda. Oh, don't. Schweppes cream soda. But you can't get it all the time. So Lipton's iced tea is my like treat drink. Tell me what your treat drink is. Mine used to be like Fruge. Do you remember they were like milkshakes, and they did a chocolate brownie one and they no longer do that flavour anymore, and the others just aren't as good. I'm going to end it here. I've been whittling on about books. If you have read any of these books, please let me know, especially the ones that I know absolutely nothing about. Can you tell me what they're about? Can you tell me like, oh, Hannah, you should get to that one next. It's great. Probably the next videos you're going to see from me is Old Curiosity Shop reading vlog, and then I've got a book review of it to add your reviews into that as well, which I'll read out in the video. For February, we are reading for the book club I run on the channel, Romeo and Juliet. So all you have to do is read Romeo and Juliet before the 5th of March and send me your review via email, Instagram comment, YouTube comment, however you want to send it to me. And then when I do my review of Romeo and Juliet, I will read your comments aloud in the video as well. So I'm going to end it here. I've been whittling on so many books to talk about here. So excited for all these books. Can't believe I found 2 books for £1. I feel like that's very rare nowadays to get that in charity shops. So I'm going to end it here, and I will see you again soon for another video.